It's Victoria Gallagher from hiptalk.com, and I want to give you another little morsel of how to make the law of attraction work by talking today about the law of detachment. And the law of detachment is basically all about letting go of that thing that you are wanting to manifest. Now, I know that it may at first seem a little controversial to think that you want to set out to create a very specific goal for yourself. You want to visualize that and feel it and use the law of attraction to bring that into your consciousness, into your awareness, into your life. And then at the same time, we want to let go of that. We want to not think about that thing. And so let me just kind of give you a little bit of an understanding of what I mean by the law of detachment or letting go. You see, when it comes to feelings and vibrations, there's really only two sides of the spectrum. Okay, there's the feelings that come from love, and then there's the feelings that come from fear. Those feelings that come from love all have to do with the peaceful feelings, the feelings of bliss, the feeling of loving yourself and trusting that the universe has got your back and that you are worthy and you're deserving and you feel good. And then there's the feelings that come from fear. So the feelings that come from fear have to do with worry and anxiety and there's not enough and competition that in order for me to have something I have to take it from somebody else, and all of those kinds of feelings are conjured up over the opposite of love, which I believe is fear. So when you are attached to this thing, what I mean by attached to it is that if this thing doesn't manifest for you, how are you going to feel about that? Are you going to feel let down? Are you going to feel annoyed? Are you going to feel disillusioned? Are you going to feel frustrated? Are you going to be disappointed? Are you going to be mad? Are you going to be coming from fear? And so if you're attached to that, you know that you feel that way because, there is if you're really honest with yourself and you really do tap into how you're feeling about this thing, there is kind of this slight fear. Well, what if it doesn't work? What if what I get doesn't happen? And and that makes you feel bad. But if you ask yourself, well, what if this thing doesn't, manifest for me? Am I going to be okay? Am I still going to, is there still a special plan for me? Is there still something that, the universe still has in store for me? And so that's kind of what I mean by, letting go of your attachment to that thing. Let me just kind of give you a little bit more of an idea. When you're attached to something, you are kind of giving your power. You're giving up your control over yourself and how you feel. There's nothing outside of you that that should be able to make you feel differently. And so the more you're able to just kind of let go of the fact that it has to be this certain way, otherwise you're going to have these certain feelings, well, then that thing is controlling you. And so when that is controlling you, then you are limiting yourself to only that being the possibility, and it's never going to manifest that way. And that might be what a lot of people who haven't manifested the things through law of attraction are experiencing, is that it doesn't always look the way that you expect it to. You want to expect good things to happen for you, but you also want to do it with the idea in the back of your mind that this or something better is coming my way. And if you just kind of allow yourself to be in a state of not indifference, not apathy, but just excited that something in that general vicinity or something even better is going to happen, because the The thing is you limit and you close off your possibilities when you get extremely specific. And the more specific you get, the more attached you get to that thing. You're drawing, very concrete pictures that it has to be this way, otherwise, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to be really upset. If this doesn't happen, how many times have you caught yourself saying that? If this doesn't happen, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to be really mad, or I'm going to give up, or something along those lines. And what you'll find is if you can kind of loosely hold your vision of this thing happening for you. I've got that darn tree right on top of my head again. I keep meaning to change that so it doesn't look like I have sprouts coming out of my hair. Anyway, if you can kind of just lighten up on the vision and just play with it and feel good that you're dancing with the laws of attraction and the laws of the universe, and you're allowing yourself to kind of work with the flow instead of just abruptly trying to control it. And because when you try to control something, you always find that it tends to have more control over you. So you can control your own feelings, the less things that you're having this extremely firm grip upon. Just trust that the universe wants you to succeed, wants you to be happy, wants you to have the things that you want, and it also is responding to that vibration. So the vibration that you're sending out, and this is my main point here, the vibration that you're sending out is anxiety and fear and worry and stress when you are attached to that thing. Let go of it. Know that the universe is your friend, wanting to give you, the perfect expressions of yourself as God and the person, that you are always, meant to be. Just want to check my notes here and see if there was anything else that I left out. I just really want to, emphasize the fact that, you want to be open to a lot of different possibilities. Let's say, for example, you're looking for a job, and you basically tell yourself that, I'm looking for, this particular kind of job, and, and you just kind of close yourself off to all these other ideas or possibilities, or, how much money you absolutely have to make, or what the position or the title has to be, or where it's located, or, all of those things. And you kind of put your blinders on, and you're just very narrowly focused on only these things. So you're limiting yourself to, fewer and fewer possibilities. Whereas if you kind of allow yourself to blur your focus just a little bit and look out there on the horizon and see yourself in the idea of what it is that you want that job to bring to you, then you're opening yourself to a larger funnel that you can choose between, and that puts you more in control. Same thing with relationships. If you close yourself off to certain kinds of people, then you're really kind of narrowing your focus, and possibility expands the more open you are to other ideas that you may not have ever thought of before. So it's about, really, rather than being attached to something, it's about trusting that your intentions and your desires will manifest, but you don't necessarily get to choose exactly the frame of mind, the time frame that the time frame that those things are going to take to manifest, and sometimes they don't look exactly like you think that they're going to look, or the how you think that it's going to come to you doesn't always look like the way that you think that it's going to look. I've had so many experiences in my life where something looked like it was going the entirely different direction than I was setting out to do, where I've, lost jobs in the long ago past. And I thought that this job was the thing that I needed to take me from point A to point B. But actually getting laid off from that job was actually the best thing that could have ever happened to me. Same thing, several years ago, before my husband and I got married, we actually broke up. And well, that wasn't what I thought was going to happen, because I was working on my vision of manifesting us getting engaged. And I kept thinking about it and 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 visualizing and visualizing and visualizing it every single day. And then all of a sudden, and he didn't know what I was doing. And all of a sudden one day he says, if you ever think that we're going to get engaged, that's not going to happen. So I said, okay, well, we're breaking up, and because I want to be engaged. And so all that to say, the way that I handled that was I let go of it. I let go of him. I still kept the main idea, and the main focus was that I wanted a man to be, devoted to me and committed to me and love me enough to want to get married and have a, fulfilling, full 100% relationship with me, right? And so I just said, okay, well, this is the universe basically telling me that it's just not him. And basically within 3 months, he came back and proposed to me, and now we're married. So, just sometimes you have a little hiccup like that, because that was supposed to happen in order for him to truly come to the place where he could appreciate what it was that he had, and to also get in touch with what some of his fears were in order for us to have a healthy relationship together. So it was really the best thing that could have ever happened. So when things look like they're getting off track for you, that's especially time for you to trust and have faith and say, well, something better must be out there for me, because I deserve to have all my dreams come true. I'm worth it. There is plenty of stuff out there for everyone to have what they want. So that is my lesson today for you on the law of detachment. If you have any questions about this, I am so open to your feedback and your comments and your further questions, because again, all month long I am going to be doing YouTube videos every day on this kind of topic, and I'm answering your questions. So I hope this answered some questions for you, and I hope you have a really great day.